corner, weighing 455 pounds,
Stay down.
from Minnesota, multi-weight contender of the world, Rocky Graziano. Sit down now. Jump around. In this corner, weighing in at a fat 455 pounds, the killer from Sollecito. You want a fair fight? No scratching, hitting, stabbing, punching, all of that shit.
We hope you enjoyed the show this evening.
Thank you.
And you can all fuck off.
Everybody, and welcome to Buzz Talk Live. My guest tonight is actor, stunt instructor, and professional martial artist Danny Zaino. He currently holds the rank of Kudan 9th degree black belt and has over 4 decades of dedication in the martial arts industry. While serving our country in the Army as an MP stationed in Korea on the DMZ, Danny studied the art of Japanese Go-Shudo, and during that time competed and performed extensively on the international level. During his martial arts career, he has produced over 50 black belts and has produced numerous state and world champions, including martial art actors. For 8 years, he ran Team America, one of the top teams in the U.S. national team Pepsi, entertaining audiences and receiving awards performing unique martial arts. Today, Danny is the CEO of his own production company and a full-service company specializing in online digital content. He and his wife, Teresa, are the producers of Road to Hollywood on their own MASBTV network.com site, where Danny is also the host of Hardcore Cooking with Danny Zaino. Living the Dream Productions produces the MASBTV network, which hosts these shows, plus 200 radio podcast interviews. So please chat and welcome the martial artist and the host of Hardcore Cooking, Danny Zaino, to Buzz Talk Live. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, George. What's up, man?
What's doing, man? What's cooking?
Nothing. I'm just working my ass off. I was telling you when I first came on the air, I'm not going to L.A. right away.
Yeah, what's up with
changed.
that?
Nothing. Things change. The productions change and stuff. And
they're opening up. They're opening up. I heard they're opening up.
They are opening up. I don't think they're opening up as fast, as they're supposed to be opening. But everybody's cool, So, but I have my own people there, my own productions. So I have my own actors. I have comedians. I've got
awesome.
I've got a lot of great talent there, and I'm going there to do productions. So I already got them planned. This was something they wanted to throw me in, and I thought it was cool. But it just didn't happen. So but that's the way it is,
Yeah, no, I hear you, man.
That's the business, you know what I mean? One day it's like I had a tile and marble company. One day I had one job, next day I had no jobs,
Right.
Same thing in the entertainment.
But it didn't start out that way with you, man. I mean, not with a lot of people in your position. you studied the martial arts back years and years ago. I mean, at the beginning of that teaser in the opening, were those your brothers, your friends?
No, the martial art. I was always in fist fights. I was always in a fist fight, you know, and I had like a little bullshit gang in New York, and I still bullshit with them too. And
you don't say.
You know what I mean? And then I moved to Florida, and I got expelled and kicked out of school.
Oh,
and wasn't getting along with anybody, so she put me in martial arts.
Right.
And you can fight. You can, without going to jail, you can fight, and so it's great.
Yeah, man.
You know, because more people go to martial arts that that are fucked up.
Well,
because they like to fight.
It basically, it gives you self-discipline, and
it's cool. All that stuff is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you got to watch it, because when people know karate, then they want to hurt you.
They want to test the waters a little bit.
But years ago, you never told anybody, but now so many people study. It's different. Yeah. It was a big secret, back in the day. When I was studying, you had to be 16 years old to study.
Wow.
And now, my kids started when they were 3,
And you grew up in Long Island. So,
I grew up in Long Island. I was on the Long Island Broncos football team. I traveled to Florida. I moved here when I was 15. One of my friends, Michael Backenoff, reminded me how old I was. My old man just snatched me out of New York, man, and dumped me in Florida.
Yeah. Dude, you're in Jupiter right now, right?
Yeah, Jupiter, yeah. Jupiter, Florida, yeah.
Dude,
where Reynolds is from. Yeah.
I was just there for spring training, and
that
place
where?
is beautiful. Roger Dean.
Yeah,
Stadium.
my mom had a house right by Roger Dean. She just passed.
Beautiful. Yeah, what a gorgeous area. And let me tell you, moving down when you did, your father did the right thing, because that place is beautiful. Right. It's paradise down there.
Right.
But look at this. You're multi-sport star in high school.
Yeah, I had a couple of scholarships. I went in the military. I didn't know I had scholarships.
They didn't tell you?
I was really aggressive football player. Very aggressive football player. I had more tackles than anybody, than the guys going to college and everything. But I was just wise ass. I was always in trouble and shit. So I joined the military at 17.
Well, you know what? There's one thing that's hard to teach in all sports is aggressiveness, because if you're not aggressive, you can get hurt. Any sport you play, it could be tennis. You could be, you can hurt yourself. So
it's called sports, and people want to downplay it where it's not a sport. Anytime you put the word sport, you better be able to eat a baseball or some shit, because
exactly.
Like I went, it was like there was a guy from Israel at the Veterans Hospital checking me out and shit. And he goes, "Oh, athlete." Was accent and shit. And I was like, it felt good. I was like, "Oh, cool, man. All those years, this guy recognized me as a sick athlete." Cool.
So obviously you took your gifted talents in athletics and you went into the military.
Yeah, I went to the military, and I wanted to go to Japan. I wanted to be on the Army karate team, but ended up going to Korea, to DMZ.
Right.
Which I have amnesia of some of my shit, not all of it.
That's crazy.
But the karate, I don't. The karate, I remember every single second of that shit. So I remember the martial arts, and I remember getting laid.
Some of the things you just don't forget. But
I don't remember whatever the hell happened there.
But you were part of this karate team. You were part of this karate team, right?
I was part of the Black Knights karate team. Yes.
So that's got to be really difficult to be a part of, especially in the Army. I mean,
Well, you had the boxing team, then you had the you had the wrestling team, then you had the karate team.
Right.
Yeah. I come straight from Korea, so I was already competing, and I was already in karate from Florida.
Wow. So
I was already, competing. So when I got to Texas, I joined the team, and then that I started my tournament career.
Wow.
And they were the best. Some of the guys were the best in the world.
So you had a knack for this. So you enjoyed it when you were a kid coming in, and then when the bell rang in the Army, you figured, I'm going right to
But,
it.
yeah,
Right to
it's
karate.
funny. The top person the top point karate person.
Yeah.
In Florida, when I got in the military, I fought him, and they were cheating. I felt they were cheating. I knocked his teeth out.
Oh.
I mean, to me, that was normal. To me,
Right.
karate fighting like that was normal.
Right.
Guys jerk off, cheating,
Right.
break his leg,
Yeah.
break his ribs.
Right.
Old time guys, if they thought somebody was faking in karate, they beat them up. They make them close their school.
Well, look.
But I'm just telling you, that's the way it used to be, because it was a big secret. Martial arts was this big secret. I'm 60 years old, so martial arts was this big secret.
Right.
It was when he come to our country, maybe 1940, maybe.
Yeah.
That's not here long.
But
And you have the fighters in the 60s, like Chuck Norris and all that shit.
Yeah. No.
It went on and on.
Yeah.
See, each. If you notice each movie star had each era. It's kind of cool.
When you were there, when you were fighting, you developed some. You were considered a weapons specialist. Is that?
Well,
what you?
I designed a weapon for point karate, which I designed it for point sport martial arts. I was on all the committees for rules and regulations. All the national committees, and for years,
Oh wow.
voting and all that stuff, and everything was for safety. And we were always developing. The guys were always developing different things, and I developed this for sport martial arts, so we win more, because I put a little swivel thing in it, and I had a whole system of teaching for sport martial arts.
Now let me ask you, since you're a martial artist, as far as like this, because there's so many different martial arts. I mean, there's karate and there's jiu-jitsu,
Right.
and then and they call it martial art for a reason, because it's an art form, and it's the way you move your body but I mean, how many different types of martial arts do you know?
Well, I've been doing it 50 years, so my whole life was dedicated to it. It's kind of like you're asking some guy that, like tile marble. I know everything about tile marble. I can put up anything, 24 by 24, put stone like this. I'm a mason. I know all that different cement, different cement mixes, and it's the same thing with martial arts. You have to study each martial arts to figure out how to beat the crap out of that person.
I see.
So if you study Japanese martial arts, you might have to study Korean martial arts. And Korean, you might have to study Filipino. Each art unlocks a secret to another art. So it's very philosophical. It's very deep.
Right.
And it's designed to kill. What's happening is they're trying to sugarcoat it to where everybody gets a trophy, everybody gets a medal. I did that for years, and I sugarcoated all that crap.
We're living in that right now.
Yeah.
We're living in that right now, Danny. With all the sports that are out there today, all the kids, oh, you came in 4th place. Way to go. Come on. Stop it.
Look, I was not allowed to talk to my teacher in the military unless I took first.
Right.
Only first. Because on the battlefield.
Right. There ain't no second.
Only I'm walking home.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then it's who's the meanest and the most ruthless.
Yeah. No, I mean,
and
the military.
Who's scared the most. I'm a
does,
pussy too.
Yeah.
Big scaredy cat.
Well,
I run a lot. So if I see shit around, I'm one of these guys that if I sense it like a dog, I'm gone, man. Danny, where the hell he's running? He's jumping, he's diving.
What about that martial art that you know?
I am. I swear to God, I'm one of those guys like, I can fight 10 guys at a time, and then all of a sudden they say, "Where the fuck's the bastard go?" I'll just run away.
Very light on your feet there, Danny.
Yeah, man. I've always tried to stay in shape with that crap,
So fast forward now, you out of the Army, whatever, and now how did this Team Pepsi present itself to you? Team
Pepsi was my friend John Gabriel, who passed on. He goes, Danny, why don't you use the name? It's really big. He goes, why don't you use Pepsi-Cola? So I says, well, because I went to a dance and we were sponsored by Coke, and the guy goes, well, I'm at the Pepsi plant. And he's bragging. So I said, all right, well, how about you guys? He's like, yeah. So then my friend, we started doing it. And then we started I learned from Mike Chat, California, we have 3,000 people at Disney World in a circle within seconds, and then split up. And I learned that in California. I learned that with Mike Chat, who did the Ninja Turtle stunt team and all that crap. Right. So that's what I did. We would go into Walmart. We'd have 300-400 people around us, and then we stop and have them all drink sodas and split to the next Walmart. And so I learned that. I learned that at training and all that shit.
Yeah. No, that's cool. And my God, you were a master. What's the? I mean, I know you have like
your 9th and 10th degree is the pinnacle of martial arts. So I always thought you had to be 70 to be a 10th, and then my grandmaster reminded me, all my black belts are pissed off, but they can go to hell. I'm so sick of this shit,
Yeah, no,
I really am. It was almost like when it's so stupid. Let them get promoted by other people. My black belt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, was it always?
They can't go by the traditions, the old fart traditions. Some of it's kind of ridiculous, and some of it's ludicrous. So I was granted my own martial arts system. Let me finish. I was granted my own martial arts system to do 10th, but I pay homage to my teachers, so that's why,
Right. I mean, is there how you say is there like did they expand the degrees of belts through the years?
That's all bullshit. What they did was they tried to, people that teach martial arts for a living, they have to each stripe or some shit they get money for. Why not? They're learning. They're going to another level. It all depends what they're trying to teach. I taught at the YMCA for 17 years, school board for 6, community centers. Even though I curse and act like all that, when I was there, I did.
Right,
you know what I mean? Right. But I still ran a very...
You leave it for Buzz Talk Live. I understand.
Right. Only with you, so it doesn't really matter. Right.
That's all right. It's okay. So with that, I mean, obviously, I had Master Kim Kahana on several weeks ago. The man is amazing. I mean, the guy is 92 years old. He still has 91. His chops. 91. He still has 91. His chops and stuff. He's still doing his thing. He's old school, man. He's old school. And is that like, is that where? How did this happen? That you got in touch with him?
I got into the PTSD program and shit started hitting the fan. And Kim Kahan is a real war veteran, and I was going through some serious shit. Sure. I didn't understand what was happening. Sure. And he knew what was happening. Oh, okay. And that's how the real bond came across. But the bottom line is I brought my children there. I pitched my movie and he told me to go screw myself. And then he said, I'd like to teach kids.
Right. And
then he taught my children. And then I stuck with it because I love, and then I started actually training.
Wow.
But I don't like the heights. And I like some of the stuff. So I'm a safety guy there.
Right.
And then I'm a fight guy from my own shit, from my own. I did live shows like Broadway. And I did that for 10 years with my own people. And that's how I got to movie business.
Heights don't agree with you. And as far as like, so it was like a natural bond that you had with Mr. Kahana.
Yeah, it was kind of rough. It was kind of tough, right? Because, I got PTSD and if my family members kind of shied off, they kind of understood it.
Right.
And to tell them families from New York and they're Italian and Irish and they're going to tell me to go fuck myself, You know what I mean? Like, screw you, asshole. So it's no big deal you did that.
I know you advocate for that. And
I'm an advocate for that, but I wanted to say something very important.
Yeah.
I got contacted by 2 generals, colonels or whatever. And watch out, you guys, you disabled veterans. Don't get fooled by people saying they've come in from Iraq and this and that. And they were asking some stupid questions. A lot of scams on the internet. So I just wanted to go over that. That's kind of a shame. I mean, if you think somebody's legitimate, call the VA.
Right.
Right. And they'll tell you. Call the resource center. They'll tell you if General so-and-so's a legitimate general in Iraq, or so if you get contacted by any of these high-ranking people, make sure they're not bullshitting you, because I felt I was getting bullshitted, and I just said, oh yeah, and I said to myself, I'm getting bullshit. I blocked one, I blocked the other, and said,
They're scamming all over the place, man.
Yeah, like screw you, because everybody's hot up right now.
Yeah,
and they're going through too many scams, and
they prey on the elderly. They prey on
disabled,
on vets and disabled. It's
right.
It's heartbreaking. It really is.
Right.
It's
right.
terrible.
So,
terrible.
But that's the way it is.
Your family then basically sidled up with the Kahanas, and you guys are like two peas in a pod over there. It seems like. I mean,
I grew up like a super respect town,
Yeah, sure.
Really disciplined, and I didn't find out with my family. They were pissed off that I had this PTSD thing. So Tim Kahana is very disciplined, and so I helped. I wanted to learn the business, but I want to learn it. He's the type of guy where you have to either shovel shit or
no, he's hardcore.
You have to
he really is. Yep.
build something or take something apart.
Yep.
And then you might not do anything the whole week you're there, film wise, but you're still learning, and that's all part of it: dedication and a loyalty.
He's my
manager. He's my manager, so he calls up and he tells me if a film's going to fall through before it even falls through. He says, "Hey, they have no money," and I'll be like, "Oh, I really want to go." Like a 2-year-old. I have to go.
Mr. Kahana reminds me of the living version of Mr. Miyagi of the Karate Kid film, right? It really is.
Oh yeah, man. I mean,
really
no. Yeah. He helps every underdog on the planet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But they have to be truly an underdog.
Yeah.
If they're bullshitting them,
he sees right through that.
Then he'll figure it out, and then you're in big trouble.
Yeah, no, he sees right through that.
So, he don't like to be bullshitted.
Now,
he's a good guy. A lot of people sit back like, why are you so? I sit back like, don't you have any respect? You guys, after a while, how do you?
Nah. The guy's seen it all. He's seen it all,
right,
10 times over.
And so I actually
he was a great guest.
Yeah, I teach choreographing. He was Chungo. He was Chungo, and he was Treasure Island.
Yeah,
and he was involved with the Hara-Bera family.
Okay.
They owned all that.
Yeah.
Hara-Bera cartoons.
No, he was a great guest, and like I said, I learned a lot. I learned a lot about.
Yeah.
And he teaches a lot about life and everything. When you're down to his ranch there or whatever, and but speak to your family now, including Teresa, your wife, who's they're all martial artists. Your kids,
they're all
your wife,
champions.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah, they're all champions. And champions for years. They competed with the best on the planet. I have too, and But it's just great. The way it is, the way of life. It's taught to me. It's a life skill, so I just continue with it. And, I still do it.
So you taught them. You taught.
I taught all them, and I have my black belts in town still.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I teach when I can, when I'm not doing a picture.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you got into this food thing. Now your dad. Your dad was a cook, or he was a restaurant owner?
My father was a cook in the military on a ship.
Oh,
he was a cook. Yeah, and plus his mother was a phenomenal cook, and so and my mom was a phenomenal cook.
Now both Italian. I'm going to get that right out.
Yeah,
both Italian.
Italian-Irish.
Italian-Irish.
My father all Italian, straight Italian, and my mother was Italian. Her father was from Italy. She was Italian-Irish. Yeah.
What part of Italy?
Napolitan.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but that's where my family's from. So, I grew up cooking. I mean, there was 5 of us. My father was block mason and brick mason.
Right.
And like, man, so we opened up a pizza joint. I mean, you could not fuck up anything. I mean, this was like the food of the fucking family. You know what I mean? Yeah, this was the food of the family. So, like, if you burnt the pizza or you screwed up something which affected the paycheck.
Now, look, I mean,
you're getting beat.
Owning a restaurant, it's an 8-day week job. We all know that.
I'm talking about the beatings. I'm not talking about restaurant.
Oh, the beer.
Restaurant I can handle.
Well, one thing leads to the other, I think. But
after you get beat a while, you just don't even give a shit.
Yeah.
You smack the face, take the piece out anyway. You know what I mean?
but when did you rediscover yourself as a
sad.
cook? When did you rediscover yourself?
Like the wheel with the motion picture business? Yeah.
Did you really?
Because I was already connected with all these people. I already brought them in. People don't realize all these people think they discovered Danny Zaino. Nobody discovered my ass. My head's not getting big. I mean, I broke my ass, man. I busted my asshole.
Yeah.
I broke
No,
my ass.
look.
I'm kind of burnt out. I just want to tell you, I used to do this weapon called the Tampa. I designed this weapon here, and every asshole that trained me would take the credit for me doing the weapon. And after a while, your balls get twisted. You're like, you taught me a seminar 10 years ago. You didn't invent this, you stupid fuck. And it's the same thing with this acting and movie business and shit. I'm not pushing cement. I'm having more fun doing this crap.
Right.
So anybody that's jealous, go fuck yourself.
Hey, you tell it like it is. The curtain is off.
It is off because I'm getting jerked around. I'm getting jerked around from LA. I'm getting jerked around. I don't like getting fucking jerked around.
No.
And what it is people are ripping people off now. And if I'm doing a radio show now, I'm the nicest motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm a giving man, guy. On
Danny,
my shows, I'm a joker.
If you're doing a radio show, you are the host, and the host has to be nice.
Right.
So,
Right. I'll slow down. But the thing is sometimes, if somebody is plucking your head out and you're doing good, okay, you're plucking your head out and you're doing good, you get phone calls. Hey, you suck. And you get another phone call. Your acting blows dick. You get another phone call. Hey, and it's just a bunch of people panicking and crap, thinking that, and in all reality, nothing panned out.
Right.
It was all these people basically, that's what I've noticed in the motion picture and movie business.
Right.
People are getting all tight and shit. That's why when you first spoke to me, you said, Danny, you share everybody's stuff. I share everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
I try to be nice to everybody.
Yeah. No, you have.
When I'm in LA with the big wigs, whoever thinks they're a big wig, and the waiter is something, I'll make sure the waiter gets tipped, and I'll make sure, I'm not a dick. Right. You know what I mean? And I like hanging out with people, but I hate when people think that they developed your career and they made you.
Well,
and my balls are in an uproar because sometimes you say to yourself, whatever, you know what I mean? And the bottom line is the reason why the cooking show came about, okay, is the pandemic. Mm-hmm. My father always made delicious bread. I was a dough guy for the pizza place. So I was hungry. I said, Teresa, they have any flour there? She goes, yeah, they got plenty of flour. They didn't have any turtle. I said, well, get the goddamn flour and shit. I says, I'll start making bread. So I started making bread, and then I started, and all of a sudden the cooking show, it was the birth of the cooking show.
So
I was already told.
All of these specialized, that you knew what to do came from your dad in the restaurant business. Then bread making.
I think my attitude came from my father and mother. My attitude came from my father and mother. And that attitude is, you can do anything. Just put your mind to it.
Right.
And that's my attitude over my life is you can do anything.
Yeah.
You can do anything. So my mind is, I'm an honest guy. So if I say I'm going to be here at 2:00, even in Hollywood, in motion picture business, if I say I'm going to be there at 2:00, I'm going to be there at 2:00.
Right.
If I say I'm going to be there on the 14th, I'm going to be there on the 14th.
Yeah.
If it costs me an extra $1,000, I already promised you. Unless, don't get me wrong, the
Yeah.
people you're working for are assholes or, that type of shit. But if it's something that you signed a contract or you're already obligated to it and you promoted it,
you're honest, man.
Then they sit back. They're using you. They're using you.
That's right.
And when they use you, it's no good.
That's right. You're a man of your word, man. You're a man of your word.
I got to tell everybody because you're going to put this thing out. I'm a media company. Media. Since 1988. Media means.
That's saying something, man. That's saying something. Yeah.
I'm the media. I believe in all positive media. So I apologize for cursing and losing it. But I believe in positive media, and that's what I believed in all my life. Right. Only time you ever see me speak out is when I feel I'm getting railroaded.
Right, right.
If I feel that people in my life are overstepping their boundaries, and they want to overstep their boundaries just to break my balls.
I hear you, man.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
You know, I'm talking about friends and family. I'm talking about people that you love.
Sure.
Sit back and say, hey, yo, whoa.
Yeah.
You know, and then a lot of times these things fall through.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, it's the image thing. They'll be, oh, I can't believe that Joey's eating at that freaking steak place again. He told me he wasn't going to go there. You know, it's kind of like, you know, Joey's an asshole. He put a picture out and got caught. You know?
Hey, so I want to set up this, the cooking show, you know, has taken off, and I love what you do. You call it hardcore cooking for a reason, because obviously if people have been watching the show for the last 15 minutes, I think you're a little bit hardcore to me. Anyway.
I am hardcore.
A little hardcore, just a little bit. But I have this promo that I want to show of your show, and it's great. Check it out.
Fuck, that's funny shit. This is the first time I'm seeing all these promos.
That is hilarious. Yeah. And I tell you, you're like the new revived Galloping Gourmet, man.
Right.
The way
I still have to thank again, because I have to respect. I thank Kim Kahana for teaching me all silly humor behind the camera.
He made the character. He made the character.
No, the characters he didn't make, but he would tell me that he'd straighten me out on certain things. So he's brought me along.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give that credit, because I want to make sure. Even now, we'll keep going with the show, but I want to make sure that credit's given. He'll call up and say, you know,
the credit is given.
He showed me you have to do color, and then another day he showed me you have to eat the food. And so a lot of the methodology on the show is brought by Kim Kahana.
Oh, very good.
You know, and the jokes are brought by Kim Kahana, and a lot of my humor. Because I went on a bunch of trips with the guy. And I've been with him 11 years, and he's really a funny man. He's super funny man.
Hey,
and so he's been teaching me. He's a slapstick comedy guy.
Talk to me about your kitchen. I mean, you got obviously it's decorated in Italian. Come on.
The kitchen's Italian.
Yeah, the kitchen's Italian.
The reason for that is that
you got a gun on the table. They love it.
That's kind of like my upbringing. But the reason for that is my father never wanted ever. We had to have Irish names, because to get hired in New York, they
okay, sure.
So they had named Danny and all sorts of shit. So what's the question? The Italian colors. So he had a restaurant. My father always hated the Italian colors, and so everybody spoke Italian, and my father's mother spoke Italian and shit. But he didn't want the Italian colors. He wanted just the restaurante and us being Italian, but not the colors on any of the shit. So I'm the opposite. I always loved it.
Very conservative.
That's what I did.
Yeah,
but my father, he had the restaurant. He didn't want any of that shit. He wanted it to be just, I don't know, but that's what he wanted.
Wear it proud, my friend. Wear it proud.
I do, man. I do. It's cool as shit.
And that's what it's all about. Hey, so your love of food and Italian food, obviously. And I have a clip here of you doing some scampi, and you're going to get to the scungil. You're going to get to the scungil, but I want to show this. I want to show the scampi first, and some of the the hijinks that you do in the kitchen. Check it out.
I got scungilis over here. Joe Williams from Hollywood. Okay. I've got them in lemon, white wine, and garlic, fresh garlic. And I got them marinating now for about 5 hours. This right here, this is garlic, peppers, and onions. Got some shrimp real quick. Scampi sauce, girls and boys. Now, we pick a little bit more garlic over here. Garlic, honey, guys. A little Irish butter from the land of Ireland. A little more Ireland. All right. A little ricotta. And I like a little grated cheese, just a little, because it's not going to be a fettuccine, but I just want a little. Just going to move these shrimps around a tiny bit, kids and girls and boys. So, oh, it smells delicious. I mean, can you people smell that from out there, man? It smells
I
good.
can smell it.
Clam juice.
Oh, you can't forget the clam juice.
Oh, yeah, clam juice.
Oh.
Okay. And for this one, oh, this is freaking, this is scampi and a half, guys. Really, honestly, I got a whole lemon in there. This is the most best scampi. More. Let me put in more. A little bit of wine. Out there. Okay. You got to remember that this is your normal cooking show, okay? I'm a normal cook, okay? Am I a chef?
Yeah,
what
right.
the hell is a chef? It's from New York.
It's funny. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, I got a phone call from the Benny Hill people. I was telling the radio people. And then finally, it's kind of like, I think I want to dedicate. I think in November and October, I'm dedicating. I got this English people from that. Just their accent alone will make it Benny Hill.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
no,
I'm going to do jokes around them. You know? I'm just going to circle them and do jokes.
No, it's really, it's funny stuff, and I love the Irish butter thing. I love that. You gotta put that.
Yeah, I actually, my father, he had this slang, and that's kind of the way I talk too.
Yeah.
You leave out a few syllables and just everybody kind of it's kind of like the game Hangman.
Yeah.
The guess what I'm going to say. That's why my wife always comes in and goes, I think it's. I always say it's. I make a look at it because I can't pronounce it. So it's like, Dad, pronounce it for me. And so.
Now you're a loose cannon, especially around the kitchen, and I tell you.
Yeah, you see me at a bar.
So let me get to the second part of this with the scungili. Now scungili, it's you take the mystique out of the scungili. You do, because it's not everyday dish that people make.
Oh, you mean I let them see it?
Well, yeah, but I'm going to show the clip here of and you do it in a red sauce. That's it's nice.
Yeah, really hot red sauce.
A hot red sauce, yeah.
Super hot.
And you have a
That's
little.
why I have the devil.
The devil, yeah. All right,
Yeah,
so let's check out the scungili.
There's the devil sauce.
Okay. What you got there? Oh, that's the scampi. Yummy.
Macaroni.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Fettuccine.
A fettuccine! Vagina! Whoa. Okay, and here.
Oh, man.
Now, Alan Goldberg show. What's it called again, Trace?
Martial Arts Power Hour?
Power Hour, man. Who's his partner again? Lou.
Lou.
Big Lou, man. So those guys got something really cool going.
What's that? The bread?
This is the bread. This is the bread. Watch. This is actually this is scungili, man. This is actually scungili's ain't nothing. It's the scungili sauce that people love. Okay, this is scungili sauce.
Those are like biscuits, right?
Super hot.
Super hot. Did you burn your mouth?
It's really good. I think it actually could be, quite honest, be a little hotter.
Yeah, it's supposed to be somewhat spicy, right?
That is why it's called the devil's what again?
Devil sauce.
And that's why it's called the devil's sauce. It's just pure hot.
It's gonna be smoky.
Okay. But anyway, let this get hotter. But this is what a scungili looks like. It's a conch. That's what it looks like. And it's delicious, you know.
Okay.
And so the other thing I got here is just garlic right here. Yeah, I made my own pesto and I roasted
The garlic.
my own garlic, see?
Yummy.
So I roasted my own garlic. So right in here, you can actually, with the skin on it, so you can actually just spread the garlic right on your toast. And then you can just eat it.
Then just eat it.
It's freaking good. This whole meal, this is freaking delicious. Okay, it's good.
Okay, we got the scampi.
Got scampi, you got fresh garlic, a pesto.
The biscuits.
You got biscuits that
garlic.
biscuits that you would get in Atlantic City at what's that place that we go to?
Scungili.
Scungili that you would get in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Only Brooklyn. And so this would be a recipe that we get in Brooklyn.
Awesome.
Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. Yeah.
All right.
Right on.
I know it's fucking. It's a funny show. That's a funny show. I thought.
Yeah, no, that was a good one, and I enjoyed watching that one. One thing, a question I have about the scungili: how long do you cook?
Oh, only 10 minutes.
Huh?
It's a nightmare. You only cook them. That's the end. At the very end, you cook scungilis, unless you get them fresh. Unless you get them fresh out of the shell.
Right.
You know, you get them right from the sea place. You know, from the people that sell the produce.
No, and you did such a good job. I love the garlic, the pesto garlic. That's good. I'm gonna try that.
I make all kinds of stuff. Yeah. That you just take the garlic and just you leave it in the skin.
Yeah.
You know, you can actually stuff like that. You cook slow.
Right.
A little water, garlic. You cook it 275 for maybe 2 hours. Shit like that. Yeah.
No, and I noticed that you really go to you look at the recipe and you go right down the chart with the measurements. So you're so strict with your measurements. I'm joking.
Oh, amazing. Oh, like they throw shit in there? Yeah, the hell it is.
Yeah, you put some of this in. You put some
beer.
of that in.
You see my St. Patrick's Day? I got in trouble. A lot of people, my entertainment people started bitching at me. But I had a piss of doing that thing, man. It was a 48-hour shoot.
So there's the website. People, if you want to go to see his videos, facebook.com, Hardcore Cooking. I tell you, good stuff. And you're all over the place. You're like, St. Patrick's Day. You do you got to have the little touch of the Irish there.
Yeah, we film, produce, and release within hours. And that's where, a lot of people, I was taught how to film with not a lot of people, and a lot of people, they don't know what they're doing. They should just take lessons. I'm constantly pitching the Kahana Ranch, but he taught me how to film.
Hey, who's your commentator? I noticed on the videos. Is that your wife, Teresa? That helps
Teresa.
Out with. That's great. She's your
she helped out my mental health. Definitely. On the show too. Hey, Dad. She's always hungry too, because it takes about 7-8 hours to do those shows, and she's starving.
Wow.
And she loves all my food and shit, so she's really hungry. Like when she says, "Little man, you got to eat," and I'm saying like, "Yeah, I got."
That's really true.
It's really true. Me, I've been eating all day. I've been picking all day.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's great.
Taste,
That's good stuff, man. And so talk to me about your network now, the MASBTV network.
Very competitive network at one point, but now it's more entertainment driven. But we were competitive. We go to tournaments 2-3 times a month, all over the country, and we have some of the top teams in the world. So
wow,
that was designed for promotion of martial artists and their families.
Yeah.
And eventually it started switching over to martial arts entertainment, like movie stars. And now it's more the actually people that never studied martial arts that want to be seen,
Right.
movie people, I'll put them on the network. And martial arts people will actually see them.
That's great.
know?
And because
Yeah.
that's got to be something to tap into there, because not too many people support the martial art actors and the action actors and the stunt people.
They have a big thing in Atlantic City with Alan Goldberg. He's the only one that really does it. It's a big, huge thing. It's probably going to be about 50, 60 booths of people teaching stuff from all over the world. And then the Hollywood and around the world, big time for the weekend. And I mean, there's a lot of people getting discovered at his event. And so Alan's a good Joe, and he brings in the top people in the world, top film and motion picture people in the world. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good stuff.
And martial artists. Yeah.
And
best martial arts.
When people tune into your cooking show, Hardcore Cooking, you do something a little different, because the cooking show can last about 15, 20 minutes or something like that, depending upon what you're cooking. And in that time frame, you show and promote other action martial artists, right?
Yeah.
I have a clip of Mike Moeller here. And this guy is awesome. He is he's in Germany, right? Germany?
Yeah, Germany. But these are the caliber of people in my life right now that I work with in the motion picture and film business. It's like Mike,
Yeah, no, this is great. So the clip is from I guess a movie that he was in or that he's making.
Oh, he probably made it. I don't know. I just say, Mike, we need something, and bam. I ask anybody, I ask all the different movie stars, action movie stars, to send me the latest shit.
Right.
Before anybody even sees it, and we throw it in the show as part of a promotional thing.
Yeah,
so
it's a great idea. It's a great idea to
it's just like regular network television.
Yeah. So let's
just like that.
Let's see a clip of Mike doing his thing, and he is really good. Check it out.
Excellent.
unbelievable.
Yeah, he's great.
He is really good,
Yeah.
that had to take a long time to coordinate that.
Those guys are professional. He's a professional stuntman also.
Yeah.
There's some different things they're doing there. So maybe some wires you can't see.
Right.
It's fabulous. But
yeah, no, there's some chats coming in from Facebook. Looks like Christopher Livermore. Yeah, he's
my old
Chris.
principal. What?
What's that?
I said my old principal. No.
Yeah, my old principal.
Please.
No, he's digging
Is he
it.
dead? What?
He's saying Mike is awesome. I guess he
Mike's
knows
fabulous.
Yeah, Mike is great.
Mike's a really good guy. He's a great guy. He's a great actor, man.
Yeah,
Great
no,
action actor.
and
One of the better.
he's only like 5'3", right? I mean, he packs a punch for his size, man.
Yeah, he's just action packed. He's powerful, little guy.
Yeah, it really is. And
Good person.
and there's another. Is it Shayna Bofield?
Juan Bofield. Oh, his wife, Shayna Bofield. Right.
Shayna Bofield. She's
right.
incredible.
And, what is that movie, Treese? Victoria.
Victoria. Yeah, I have a clip.
Yeah.
And again, you're using your cooking show to promote these action stars, and it's what a great idea that you do.
Right. If they want to be on it too, you know what I mean? And they got to reciprocate too. Some of these people don't. It's a pain in the ass sometimes because nice guys finish last, and I'm always nice until I feel like I'm getting burned. When I'm getting burned, then you gotta watch out.
Well, Danny,
the bottom line is it takes a long time to get to that point. I really want to help everybody and have everybody production really do take off.
No,
and I don't mind helping people out. Like my daughter works at ESPN, and when people in the industry call up when I'm going to get a good gig and they complain, my daughter's like, "Are they going to pay your bills, Dad?"
Right.
Are they paying your bills? These bastards that are calling up, and complaining about your performance.
That's true.
Something you did. Are they paying your mortgage? Are they paying your bills? Are they? That's first words out of my children's mouth, and they're all professionals.
Yeah.
So, but I try to be as polite as I can. But when I feel like deals are falling through and my deal's not, then I pull out.
Yeah. Wise. That's wise to do.
I pull out because if I say I'm throwing a $40,000 event, I'm throwing a $40,000 event. I'm a promoter.
Yeah.
I'm a promoter. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I know what it takes if I'm, when I promoted world events. I promoted 4-day events. 4-day events, and I took care of the hotel rooms. I took care of the movie stars and all. And so when these people sit back and play with my head, I'm sitting back like, I am not
it's not right.
Tell you that it goes on the air. On the air, it's a show.
Yeah,
it's a show. I've seen Howard Stern get his balls twisted too and lose it, and that's what kind of guy I am. Exactly like I am. You know what I mean? And I'll make a star. I have no problem making a star. I'll make a star from start to finish.
It's gotta. You have to have some. That's got to go both ways. Reciprocate. And
it doesn't have to go both ways, but when it's going one way for a long time,
you're helping.
Then you have to pull plug.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
I'm going to show this. I want to show this other clip of ravioli. You do something with ravioli and weapons. I mean, who knew?
Oh, okay.
Who knew you could do ravioli and weapons at the same show?
I'm the only guy that can do ravioli. Is there other people that do ravioli? Japanese, Chinese.
So let's check out. And this is a quick one. You just making raviolis, but you're pulling out weapons. Check it out.
Okay, man. See these knives? These are in the gathering. Dominique Zaino operating these things. These are butterfly knives. These are hardcore to the bone. Also, I got some mic chat. These I used in Korea. Used to cut the grass and all this stuff. These are akamas. All right. Now this is a real ore. They used to fight with. This is a real one, and this is one for competition. Competition, man. This is a competition one. So you have to protect the kitchen. You have to protect the kitchen. Okay, so what we have here, my staff is hungry. Use a wooden spoon anytime you're doing raviolis. Try to use a wooden spoon because they break up. These are mini raviolis. You get 24 of them. Okay. What the hell's happening here? So, separate these raviolis right here. Okay. So put the raviolis in. Some of them broke a little bit. It's got ricotta. These are cheese raviolis. Now I got some sauce and prosciutto. Sauce and prosciutto. I'm going to put on the raviolis right here. It's my staff. It's got prosciutto. It's got sausage. All right, and this is a meat sauce. Okay. Anytime like Italians was sick, we used to have stuff called pastina and stuff like that, and they used just with butter and salt and pepper. So here for myself, this just got olives in it, butter, salt, and pepper, just a pinch of garlic in it. This is a nice thing if you want a little snack. These are the meal right here, the raviolis, but this is a snack. Then, I got one other thing I want to talk to everybody about. Okay, here it goes. Bread, okay? If you have a stale loaf of bread, you put it underneath the water. Put the bread, this is a piece of bread, you put it underneath the water, and then you put it in the oven on the bake, and it'll just be like it was brand new. There's water in dough and it rises and stuff like that. But if you want to get a loaf of bread refreshed, throw it under the water and put it on bake on a low thing, and that's about it. If you really need to defend and you don't have any weapons, just use what you take a pizza out. You know, you tell pizza.
Hey, I'm sure you don't have too many guests come to your kitchen because when you have weapons
They're all canceling.
Hey, no, but it's good. It's good what you do there because you're showing tips and tricks and the you know.
Oh, I know what I'm doing, man.
I know I know what you do.
Those shows take hours to prepare.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, people don't realize that. You know,
what's that
yeah.
thing that the little snack that snack that you had there, a little pastini and butter?
Oh, that was just you know just a little bit of salt and pepper on you know
I like that.
macaroni
Yeah.
and a little bit of grated cheese and butter.
Yeah.
And if you want to throw a tiny bit of garlic, you could, but that's just really like when you're sick. A little bit of olive oil, basic. That was basic. Your mom will give you a pasta.
Right.
Yeah, shit like that. You know.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not
that's
like
old
take
Italian
thing.
stuff, man. That's old Italian.
I make really traditional Italian stuff, like more or less like I'm more of a cook, like for poor people. If you like, I had to go to the food banks. We were almost homeless.
What about
So
polenta?
That's when I really developed all these things because I got stuck going to the food banks because everybody, I was going through this PTSD thing and we were losing our house and the government was telling me to go screw myself. Now, they're not. But the bottom line was, I had to go to the food banks for like 2-3 years.
Right.
And I really learned how to cook. I mean, I fucking really learned how to cook.
Yeah. Wait, what about polenta, Danny? You ever do that? Years ago, my family used to have this big board on a dining room table, and they used to put the polenta there, and everybody got a spoon, and they served themselves the polenta with the sauce and everything. You ever do that?
Yeah. We did all the traditional stuff like that, man.
Oh, okay. All right,
yeah,
cool.
like all that smelts. On Fridays, we used to not have fish and all that stuff, but we used to make a lot of food. You'll see me making tons of food.
Yeah.
And my manager says, "Why is all that food going? I have a bunch of animals now that come at a certain time, and I feed them.
They know.
And then I come over and shit. So I just cook away, man. It all depends on my mood. And then a lot of people are interested in what I'm going to cook because I really know what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I know exactly how it's going to come out and everything. So
now, do you have a set schedule that you like? Your shows. You have all those videos up there, but do you do a show?
Well, it depends. If the network wants one, we'll make it for the network. If they want a 24-minute show or a 15-minute show, they want to put their own commercials in. It's all up to them. I have my own network. We're just throwing stuff out. You know what I mean? So because I'm basically throwing information out from Hollywood around the world with performers and
Yeah.
stuff like that, singers, and basically, you know, it depends on message I'm trying to get out. You know.
Yeah, no. I want to show this other clip of Shayna Bofield, right?
She's very
she's
beautiful
incredible
lady.
too. She's incredible.
And she's a martial artist too.
Yes.
And a stunt lady.
Yes.
Motorcycle rider.
Let's check her out in the movie Victoria.
Yeah.
You
these
do
are
not want to mess
that's
with
Miami.
her.
They're Russian too. There's a lot of Russian actors in there too.
Yeah. Nah,
Yeah.
she's incredible.
That's
man.
Miami production. That's Juan Bofield.
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a stunt man. Stunt coordinator. Yeah, actor. Yeah.
Really, really good stuff. Really
Yeah.
good stuff.
You know, the stunt guys go over and above you know, they don't have them in the Oscars and stuff. It's kind of,
And that
it's getting to the point now where they're pulling all the guys that really do the physical work and break their
It's too
ass.
bad.
And the stars always look good. You
It's
know,
too
my
bad.
wife, you know, on the scene sometimes, I always look good. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, behind the scenes, you can look good. You know, when somebody does everything for you, you know, you
Yeah.
walk on camera, everything's done, you know.
Yeah, now years ago, I mean, when I had Kim Kahana on, you know, because he doubled for Charles Bronson all those years, and you know, it was like, the director would say, "All right, cut. I bring in the stunt double," and then he would come in and do all the dirty work. But yeah, it's true. You know, they don't get, you know,
They're
recognized,
degrading them.
and
You
it's
know,
really too bad.
you know, they should open up. What he's been complaining about is that he wants them to open up a stunt organization.
Yes.
It's time now. It's like even Facebook's going crazy.
Yes.
You know, and there's deciding should we open up, even if they get in Congress involved. It's the same thing when it's getting to the point where
Right.
I watch my teacher teach stunt people, and it's hard work.
Yeah,
It's
it
hard
is.
work.
It really is
That
hard
ranch
work.
is hard work, and he's not teaching people. He's teaching people not to die.
Yeah.
And he's teaching people not to get screwed in the industry. So he's a real teacher. So there's not too many teachers that teach the industry.
Yeah.
But you have to show loyalty to the ranch, which
No,
I
you
do.
Yeah.
You know, and
You
I
give
have my
back.
own
You
stuff
give
going on
back.
too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm
No.
part of the ranch, basically.
Yeah. What else do I have? So you were part of this movie, the martial arts kid. You were
Yes.
an instructor. You
I
had
was
a
an
role.
instructor.
You had a role in the movie.
Yeah, I got a role in the movie because we were modeling and we were doing a lot of work for the Wilsons. They're really nice people. But and so to pay us back, they put me in the film
All right.
because we helped them promote tradition shirts and stuff like that. And so Don Wilson said, "Hey Dan, I'm going to put you in something," and then Jim Wilson and they put me in a production,
Nice.
which I super appreciate.
Well, there you go.
And,
You talk about giving back. I mean, that's kind of like giving back, you know, a little bit, you know.
That was giving back. It was about 3 or 4 years that we were, you know, putting out stuff and you know, modeling the shirts and also the junk.
Right.
So it got to the point where they just gave us that back here, and then so I was in that film and I was the instructor, and there was a couple of good actors from Hollywood in there too, you know, young actors.
Yeah. No, it looked like a good film. I watched the preview of it, and
Right.
yeah, I mean, it's look, you know, who's the gentleman on the left-hand side there? He's one of the principal actors in the film. He looks familiar.
Don Wilson.
Is that Don Wilson?
Yeah, Don Wilson. He's a kickboxing champion. He's actually a movie star.
Oh, okay.
He's been in a lot of
I've
lot
seen
of
him.
stuff.
I've seen him in.
He
other
always
things.
contacts and reminds me that, hey, Dan, the point karate. After a while, I'm like, Tom, man, I'm a fist fighter, combat veteran.
Right.
Couldn't give a shit about karate.
No, well, I mean,
and being a badass.
yeah,
I never claimed I was a badass. A lot of times these karate guys, they want to remind you that what they did, and I have all the respect for them and everything like that, but
right.
sometimes they get rude, and then you got to get rude back, and then you're an asshole.
Well, hey, look, that's a whole other world.
That's not me taking a pill to down myself. That's just saying that, I don't feel like hearing from people telling me to deground my martial arts career. I try to keep I swear to God, in the movie business, I try to keep my martial arts career. I don't even mention it.
Really?
I don't mention it.
Really?
I just talk about film and motion picture and
right.
And cooking and food, but I never mention my martial arts.
No,
other people are intrigued with that.
Right.
That was my world. That was my whole entire world for a good 50 years.
Yeah.
But 10 years I'm in the motion picture and film business.
Sure.
And this is my world now,
Sure. No, look,
but I still love the martial arts community. But my world and that's how I can do all these crazy stuff in front of the camera.
Right.
Because I've been trained in so many weapons. I run like 20 weapons. I run forms. I'm doing karate 50 years.
Yeah.
I put on shows like Broadway. So I have all the equipment here.
You do it in your sleep. You really do.
I actually kind of like working as much as I possibly can, and staying active. I work on Facebook all day long, sharing, and then sometimes I'll share music because I've never even seen these videos growing up, music videos.
Wow.
And now I'm seeing all these different artists that were my idols.
Yeah.
And I'm sharing it with the world, so it's kind of cool.
That's great. You should happen out there, people that are interested in Danny, you should check him out, on Facebook, a Hardcore Cooking channel. It's really good stuff. Now, what are you working on now? Like, there's this Gathering film that you're part of. Gathering, it's a personal friend of ours, Johnny Ray Gasca. He's a good guy. It's a horror film, man. And horror film. And my daughter's starring in it, and a few other people from Hollywood are starring in it, and that's it. Most productions, it's always a secret behind it. Yeah. And with that, I'm still in it, but everything's a secret until it comes out. Where did they start filming or no? Yeah, hell yeah, they've been filming for a while. Where are they filming? And now he's now finishing the film up. He's finished it or filmed it up. Finished it. Oh, okay. It's going to be released before you know it. Yeah. Oh wow. All right, cool. Yeah. We're going to look for that. But everything goes through the producer. And that's kind of like another thing that I had to learn the hard way is protocol, different protocol. So yeah. But Don the Dragon, man, he's a good dude. Put me in my first film. Who is your favorite martial artist in the movies growing up? Who is your favorite? To watch. Mine was Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee. Yeah, Bruce Lee, man. I mean, you didn't know martial arts, and you've seen that. Yeah. Bruce Lee. Martial arts in America has been this big thing, Yeah. I mean, it's too bad he passed when he did, and because he would have had an incredible career, afterwards. And I mean, like for me, Bruce Lee was mine, and Jean-Claude Van Damme was he's incredible too. John, he was originally a dancer. He was. Yeah. Yeah. You could see with the kicks that he makes. Yeah, originally a dancer, but I know people that actually bodyguard him. Really? Yeah. Jean-Claude. Yeah. And his house is he could still do it. I saw him in that commercial. I think it was a Volvo commercial. He did the split with the two trucks and stuff. That was. I think he's great. I think he's great. Yeah. I definitely studies karate because he could do all that stuff. Yeah, exactly. So, and he's no spring chicken either. He's He's a great actor, man, and he's a phenomenal actor. Yes. So, Danny, awesome. Thank you so much for coming on the show, man. It was really a pleasure meeting you and going through your stuff and the hardcore cooking side. Incredible. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
I really
you got a
enjoy it.
fan. I'm gonna be looking at your. It's gonna be hard though because I can't write down the recepe. You know, it's always
No,
pinch it out,
we're coming out with a
you're
book.
throwing pans around. I can't
I know,
concentrate.
but everybody knows. See, everybody knows my family from Zaino's restaurant. My father
Yeah.
had a restaurant for 27 years. My brother's still in the industry right now. He runs a very exotic restaurant, big bucks. My one brother,
Oh,
and
wow.
my whole
Okay.
family was in it for years. You know, I'm
Yeah,
bringing my
yeah.
brothers on to cook. They're crazy son of a bitches too. So that should be nothing
Oh
but
boy, yeah, that should
nothing
be a
but
great
like who the hell
show.
goes on and shit. But it's gonna be funny.
Just keep the weapons off to the side.
Sure.
No, thanks again, man. Thanks for coming on.
welcome.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
All right, buddy. All right.
All right.
Oh my God. He's amazing. Danny, God bless him. I mean, he knows his way around the kitchen for sure, with weapons and food and raviolis. It's amazing. Hey, great show with Danny tonight. And I wish him all the luck in the world in his new movie that's coming out, The Gathering, his cooking show, the network. Look for him. Look for him on Facebook, Hardcore Cooking. Danny Zaino, and yeah, good stuff, Danny. Hey, come back to me on Thursday night, next Thursday night, where I'm going to have this multi-talented entertainer. He's a singer impressionist. Rich Genovevera is going to be on at 8:30 p.m. next Thursday night. This guy, you swear, I mean, he sings like women, he sings like guys. It's amazing. What an amazing talent Rich is. So tune in again on at 8:30 p.m. Eastern next Thursday night right here on the Buzz Talk Live show. That's it for tonight, folks. Thanks again for tuning in, and good night, America.